Hey, welcome to Crosspoint. So good to have you joining us here today. My name's Kurt, and I'm the lead pastor here at Crosspoint. And I just want to take a moment before we begin service today and share with you a little bit about where we are and where we're going to be going over these next few weeks. One of the cool things that's been happening over these past 8 weeks is we've had people from all over the country joining us through the online platform. And we just want to say welcome to you. It's been so cool to have you with us. And for the many of you that are from Indiana, from the north side of Indianapolis, where we're physically located, you know that this past Friday we got a lifting of some of the restrictions in our community from our governor. And I want to talk a little bit about what that means for us. For the last 3 weeks, our staff has been kind of planning out a 4-stage process to reopen and get us back connected. And so the first phase is beginning in-person services right here in the venue. And all kids' environments and student environments will remain online. So the only thing that will be open in phase 1 is services in the venue, though you're going to be having the opportunity to bring your students and your children with you to these services. Stages 2 and 3 in this process will be integrating kids and student environments back into the experience at Crosspoint. And so we'll talk more about that later, and then phase 4 is actually getting back to normal, or the new normal, as we go forward. Now, phase 1 of resuming services here in the venue, these are going to begin on Sunday, May 24th. Sunday, May 24th, we're going to resume in-person services where you're going to have the opportunity to come into the venue and be a part of the experience here at Crosspoint with social distancing practices in place. Now, these are going to be ticketed services, so you're going to have the opportunity to go online and choose your seats. And they're going to be appropriately spaced to maintain social distancing. There also are going to be certain sanitizing protocols in place. We're going to encourage you also to wear a mask. And we're also going to ask anyone over the age of 65, or if you have underlying health conditions, to remain at home and just join us through the online platform. Now, you might be wondering, Kurt, why 3 weeks? I thought that churches could resume services this next weekend, which is technically correct. But we feel we need a few weeks here at Crosspoint to get some of these protocols in place, to get supplies for sanitizing in place, as these are on back order and everyone's going after the same supplies in our community right now. But also to begin to train our staff and our volunteers that will be serving you so they can protect you as you re-enter and reconnect and build confidence coming back into this place, but also so that you can protect them. And so this is also the weekend, May 24th, where our governor anticipates open up social gatherings to 100 people or less. And that's about the number of people that we anticipate in this room when we resume on that weekend. So those things all come together, and we get excited about inviting you back into this space here in a couple weeks. Now, the reality is we've all been touched by this. We've said this before. We've either contracted COVID and we're recovering or have recovered. We know somebody who's contracted COVID and they have recovered or are recovering, or we know somebody who's contracted COVID and they've passed away as a result. And we just want you to know that if that's been your experience, if you've lost somebody close to you, our thoughts and prayers are with you. Want you to know that if you're currently recovering, we're continuing to pray for you. And we know you're praying for us, and we so appreciate that. And so as we begin this process, we want you to know that we're going to continue to be thoughtful in this process. We're going to continue to be intentional and strategic. And most importantly, we are all in this together. And so it's not just what's best for Crosspoint, but it's how we can be good citizens and continue to do our part as we begin to reopen and play our role in the bigger community and help us all get to a new normal. So we're excited about that. We're excited to see you. Thank you for joining us again today. We're going to hopefully bring you a little bit of encouragement, a little bit of hope, and maybe even some laughter as well. So let's go.